the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. He ain't got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. We just step on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Huntley got his man complete over the middle. It's Curtis. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The throw over the middle taken in. And now running right through him. And he works free. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the gun. Huntley. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Huntley to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Complete to Nick Chubb.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 1st and 10, Huntley. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
From 21 yards away. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Oh. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
At the 43-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Mahomes.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Too hot, press the top off the wagon. Lay back.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Turnover on downs.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Huntley. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The 38-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Huntley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That, folks, is a 94-yard punt return. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Browns.
Off the play fake, Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Second,
operating from the gun. Huntley flushed out right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Huntley. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The final shot before break. Huntley, hard throw, incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Looking sideline, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Territory needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught inside the 25.
Action. Showtime, baby.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huntley eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This one to midfield before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Back at his own 49.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. From the gun, Huntley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Huntley. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and long.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports, working with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead,
and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the gun, Huntley. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposites.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Chiefs 35, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Huntley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
53 is the mic. You got nothing.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
To throw on second down, Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. He took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on third down, Huntley. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On fourth down, Huntley. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Attack! No.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53.
From the gun, Huntley. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just